Well, part of the beauty of this caper is you never stop learning, so we'll try and learn a bit from the card. Starting with race 1, I want to be on Nant Harley from now on for probably the rest of my career. I think she's pretty smart.
Yep, I wrote a big long comment about her on Saturday to my subscribers because she showed indicators of extreme talent at Cranbourne.
Because? What was your take of it? What do you want to?
Okay, she's exposed now anyway, so I'm probably not. That track at Cranbourne was an advantage to be on the inside and on pace.
Yep.
She was wide, very wide. The horses she made look second rate have talent, and she was. The market told you that day that she wasn't fit. So for her to do that on debut, and she's a big, powerful, strong filly with a lot of. She will just improve as she fills that frame out.
We like explaining fundamentals. What you just touched on then was a really important fundamental, because when you're doing form, if you're not taking notes along the way of each meeting, you'll look at a race and you think, well, that was okay win, or even if you're comparing with the times as well. But unless you know how a track played on the day and take that into account, you're going to miss plenty of winners going forward, aren't you?
Absolutely.
That's pretty much a fundamental. So, and they ran a lot for who was the winner again?
Our Crown Mistress.
Our Crown Mistress. They were both very good, and they both ran considerably faster than Cincy Peg in race 2.
I can't. Before we go off that one, I just can't let this go by without making a comment.
Yes.
Thanks to our good mate DK.
Yeah.
I actually backed our Crown Mistress on debut at Bendigo.
Yeah.
And how that happened, how she was beaten by Mullet Rose, will live, honestly, DK is going to torture himself forever over it, because she's just been, she's gotten better and better. DK said to me before the race, Potts, this is our Crown Mistress.
Yep. All
DK's seen is jump outs.
Yes.
Okay? He said, Potts, this is a group horse. And I went, that's all you need to say, DK. And there we go, we back her at Bendigo. She gets beaten in a very deceptive photo by Mullet Rose from a very difficult position to win from, and our Crown Mistress has just gone from strength to strength ever since. So
he did send out that bit of torture on Twitter on Saturday after a one, yeah. And speaking of DK, because that's what I was thinking, Nant Harley, we call her a line chaser, don't we? Which is the DK. A line chaser. Anything in race 2? I mean, well, where's another DK one? Cincy Peg won a slow race at Fleming and won a slow race again. It's trained by Darren Weir, and he keeps winning races of slow horses.
Fortunately for jockeys like Jake Noonan, they don't get many opportunities, and he missed his opportunity there on Lord Sundowner. Just needed to go about 5 lengths quicker. Yeah. I mean, that's what happens with these jockeys that are, they've got really good ability, but they ride a certain way at the provincials. They come to town and they sort of. They see it as their opportunity, probably put too much pressure on themselves, and don't ride quite the same as they do at the provincials. I think if Jake could have his time again, he would just ride that horse really confidently, and I think if he had, he would have won the race. But Cincy Peg, I've underrated it 2 starts in a row now, and it's just a typical D Weir fit racehorse that just,
He only won the same race, Mahuda. Mahuda was on that, and it started good odds, come off not much of a time, but just knew how to keep winning.
I'll just say I think the horse to follow in that race is Octobello.
And there was one of Snowden's, I think, is going to be pretty hard to beat in the Carbine Club as well. Was it? He ran similar to
Almighty.
Almighty, yeah, could be their Carbine Club. Race 3, well, Pino was fast, and that's it. They were all legless after that, but that's how you ride fast horses.
Yeah, absolutely. She stood out in that race to me.
Yeah. Oh, you too?
Yeah, she was just
something there. But
she was a horse that was very easy to mark a clear favourite. She was a rock solid 11-4 chance in my opinion, and the race bore that out. Anyway,
Kawia, entertaining viewing. If you haven't seen its run at Murtoa, it's worth a bit of a look in the video. How are they going to beat it in the Bendigo Cup? I mean,
I don't know. Depends who turns up there, I suppose.
Jerry Ryan owns it, and that's what it's set for. So
I think I'm surprised at the times of this race. I'm surprised it's so slow. I don't know what's happened there, but I think that mid-race exertion from turning around a sign and the pressure they put on Zemaveri going up the hill has destroyed this race. Yeah. And all the horses in the front half of the field here have just fallen over, and Kiwa's just happened to, be last man standing. I think this race is garbage, but I might be wrong.
Ormond might be a bit similar to that, in that they didn't run great time there, but you'd think Ormond and Burning Front will both do that. Big Hello, I was
It looked like a big anchor drop to me, like visually. I haven't looked at all the sectionals to figure it out. Blake Shen, what was that all about?
Always good to be on Craig each way, but he just sits there and doesn't move on Grand Rosso. And,
I was on Grand Rosso too.
Ollie at least Ollie tried to be proactive on the track, and Craig was asleep.
Anyway, I'll share a lesson that last week I had a little bit of a mixed week. Now there were some highlights with Boom Tom and whatever, but it was overall a bit grubby because I got a bit excited, pushed myself too far, did a few too many races. So this week my theme is time management and staying sharp.
Yep.
So I'd rather just not push it too far. Now when I did this race, this is one of the examples. I did this race and instantly didn't like Danish Twist. Right, she's a mare that won a few races in her. She won 4 races in a row in a sweet spot, and hadn't won another race in 13 runs. She was a double figure chance, not interested. However, when I did the race, I didn't really like anything, and I got involved in a race where I didn't really have a strong opinion, and I could see a lot of potential winners there. Sometimes you've just got to say there's opportunity in this race because the favourite is far too short, but there's not really great betting opportunities. I backed horses left, right and centre. I called them all at the wrong time of the market. I just made a schmozzle of the whole thing.
Have you seen the Warren Buffett documentary?
I don't know if I have. I've read his book,
Snowball. That's your best bit you'll get from us today. Warren Buffett documentary. So it's fantastic, and he said he learnt from Ted Williams, who was the gun baseball player in the early part of the last century, and he wrote a book called The Art of Hitting, and in it he's got a strike zone there, and there's all these dots, and he says, if the ball's there, he's got to put, he could bat .4 as they call it. If it's further out there, it's about .3, and then .2, and then .1. So that's his. So if you get it there, that's where you swing hard, and further out, it's harder. He said, investing in stocks, and we're talking about racing, we can let as many balls go as we like.
Yeah.
It's about waiting for the one that counts. So what you just described then is that you swung when you should have just...
I swung at one, and that was a low percentage play. Even though there was a opportunity there, it was not one that suited me, and I should have let it go.
Well, the market said that Snitty Kitty was going to improve. She really improved, and she was super.
Yeah, and I want to give credit to a friend of mine, Phil Moyes. He was keen on this horse from Thursday, and everything Phil had in his imagination about this race was 100% right. I thought Super 2 had the opportunity to get to break from Snitty Kitty mid-race, but that sort of fell out the window when Super 2 didn't jump cleanly.
And then didn't she?
A little bit.
The horse was going to take her there anyway.
Yeah. That's right.
And we're only talking degrees, in fairness.
But, in the run, Snitty Kitty was just going to win, and she's gone to a very good level here.
She can win an Oakley Plate now.
Oh, absolutely. She's a fast mare.
I think Fartnar's now set up for a big 1200 run up the straight.
Could be, yep.
I think he's now back on track. So I think he's not a 1,000 metre horse.
That's 100. I agree with that. I think he's one of those cheeky horses. 1100's his distance, I think, and he can win a 1200. Yeah,
up the straight.
Yep.
So race 9 was the mares. Couldn't believe how slow this was. How's this for a race-to-race, punters? You look at race 1, Nantali's race.
Yeah.
At the 800 metre mark, Global Glamour would have been 12 lengths off it. He said it's OSL.
It's crazy. What were the jockeys thinking here?
Well, that's what I'm saying. So,
it's like there's an advantage being on pace, and there they are just giving the front to, whoever happened to be there.
So how will Global Glamour not explode off this? I mean, it's got away with a fast barrier trial there.
Yeah. And she's a very good mare.
Fox Play?
She wasn't tested. I'm not sure.
Fox Play, the Cox Plate would have been run by then. It's into the group one, so recount.
I don't know. All I know is just watching the race, it occurred to me that Petition would have won it comfortably with any luck, but I think the race is just a mess.
That's what happens, slow races. Yeah. And the last, here's one. I don't get so carried away by one big run that you lose focus. So, what did you price Theatre and Fury?
6-4 and 7-1, I think, or 6-1. I agree with one of your theories, Ralph. I don't try and back mares into form. Fury had done things that I just don't like at all. Yep. 2 runs is prep, and until she did something, I wasn't going to trust her. The market said she was here, and there she was, straight into the box. So she showed no pace at all. 2 runs. She has not wanted to be there.
One of them was a Craig.
Yeah, mate.
All important cover.
I think it was. Yeah. Anyway, it doesn't matter. there she was. She was back to herself, and she won the race.
Don't be surprised if Nieta rebounds hard off this. I think she's a horse that does need to flop out, and in this case, and they wanted to put her there because of the way the track played. She's one I could say.
At least you had a go on the Etta.
No, that's
okay?
right.
So I'm saying I've just given Huey my bait.
That's right.
I'm saying on the Etta he tried.
Yep, and tried to do something on the day, so you can't never knock that. So that's our wrap, and that's time for lunch at the All Nation.
That's it. On to the Cox Plate. Can't wait for the Cox Plate. So just for my guys, I'll be doing, I think pretty sure Wednesdays at Geelong Cup. It will be a good meeting. I'll be doing a full set for that, and I'll be doing some selected races on Friday night.
Keep yourself fresh.
Keep myself fresh and sharp,
yeah.
And putting a lot of attention into Cox Plate Day on Saturday, where I expect we will have a great card.
Can't wait.
Good punting.